Thank you very much. I'm really happy to be here, and I just want to thank a few people in the room. I just want to recognize Regent Judith Chin that's over here. Thank you, Judy, for being here, and the people that are in the audience. You know, you believe this work already, so you're the right ones to hear it, but you're the ones that need to be our ambassadors to take it out. The panel was great, and I'm glad you included Chris, who works on my team in this work. But I have to acknowledge Betty Rosa, Chancellor Rosa, who did this work long before we talked about it in the DOE at Tweed. She believes in this work as a principal and as a superintendent, and she really understands what this means. As a principal, I had CBOs in my school, and we worked together. It's not the same thing as a community school and how you should be working together. And that's why I'm so proud of the work that Chris has been doing for the Board of Ed, or I should say the Department of Ed, and the words that Carolyn said when she was up here today. The most important thing that I think about when I think about community schools is really partnership and collaboration. And that's why I was happy to hear Dr. Oaks speak today. And I have to acknowledge the fact that I did a lot of your work when I was working on my dissertation on tracking. So now I'm happy that you're talking about, you know, what this means. And the research is important because we need to get it out there. When Chris and I talk about the work around community schools, we really talk about the sustainability, because we have a wonderful opportunity with this administration, with this chancellor, to really make sure that this is in our schools and the principals believe in this work. And I can't tell you how it makes me feel when I go into a school and I walk into a classroom and I can't tell whether it's a Department of Ed teacher or a community-based organization teacher. And I think that is the key. When you can't tell who is who, but you see that they're working for the same common goal, that's the work, and that's what we need to attain to. And we're at different stages. We may have over 200 community schools in New York City, but we're at different stages in the game. But our goal is to work to understand that people are really partnering and they're sharing the data. You're not just sharing space. You know, you can welcome a school in, and as Betty Rosa said, it's like you're co-located. That's not what this is about. What this is about is what the partnership means, because it makes a world of a difference if the partner is working with the principal to really talk about how kids are succeeding in school. And that's the work we do each and every day. And that's the way it should be done, because the community is a part of what makes schools work. And if we don't really engage our families and our students in this process, we've lost an opportunity. The community school is part of the mayor's equity and excellence agenda, and we really want this to stay. I'm going to tell you one quick story. Unfortunately, the chancellor couldn't be here because of conflicting things, but when she goes around schools, she looks at a lot of different things. And she recently spent some time in District 27, and she went into a school, and she said to the principal, "What do you need? What can I do to help you, and what do you need?" And the principal said, "I could use a washing machine and dryer." And she said, "Because we have a lot of children that live in shelters, and it's very important." And I can tell you that if this were maybe 15 years ago, and I was a principal a long time ago, you know, when a chancellor or a superintendent would go into a school and they say to the principal, "What do you need?" You always talk about books. You always talk about, you know, more computer, more technology. But the fact that this particular principal could say, "I need a washing machine and dryer because," and that is a change of scene. And the only way that that could happen is because the CBO partner is in that room, in that school, in that leadership position with the principal. And they're doing it together. So it wasn't that the principal just woke up one day. She saw the need. He saw the need of what needed to happen in a school and how we can make our schools better. We talk about scores all the time, and it's very important, but we need to really educate the whole child, and the family needs to be involved in this. So I'm happy about this symposium, and I really have to thank all the people that put it together, the Children's Aid and Teachers College, because we can't talk about this enough. And I think the more we talk about it, the more we get people to understand the importance of what happens after 2:30, what happens after 3 o'clock. When the school door closes, the school door should never close. There should be something happening in the morning, and there should be something happening after school. Kids need a place to go, because if they don't have a place to go, they get into all sorts of mischief, as we all know, because we're educators. But it's very important for us to do this in partnership. And it's not a wraparound service. It is in collaboration that we're doing this together. And as many of our community schools can be there during the school day, before and after school, it makes the world of a difference. So I'm happy to hear what's happening across the city. I'm happy that Chris had an opportunity to talk a little bit about what we're doing in New York City in our schools, but you should talk to him more and visit some of our schools. Our CBOs are amazing. They are truly our partners. And what they want to do, they needed a platform to say, I have an idea. And they needed a school leader to say, that's a great idea, we could do this together. And that's the only way that this is going to work. So I thank you for today. I know that the Chancellor is very proud of this work, and we want to continue it. So enjoy your day, and thank you, and spread the good word about what community schools do. And thank you for the research. Have a good afternoon.